And I'm going to pop out chat so I can read it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Hopefully it'll tell me how long I've been recording for. Okay, it is now. I don't know why that was broken in the last stream for me. It wasn't telling me how long I was recording for, and it wasn't telling me how many people were in the stream.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep. But oh well, it's working now.
Alright.
In fact, actually, let me move the chat so I can actually see always how many people are in here. There we go. Alrighty. It says 0, though. That's lame. Alright, it's been a while since I played. How do I do things? Right. Ba-ba. Do I have my amazing tool? Where's my amazing tool? Am I on the wrong character? I'm on the wrong character. That's why. Change profile.
This is so weird because I have the stream up, so it's like duplicating your voice.
Oh yeah. You heard me twice.
Now I'm hearing myself twice.
Logged on to the same dumb profile. Dang it. Alright, there we go. This should be the right one. I actually had to beat this game 3 times because I somehow really messed up, and I played it once on New Game, and then I went to go to New Game Plus, and for some reason I somehow started just a regular New Game. So, yeah. The cool thing is on the New Game Plus you have this thing called a hideout, which I didn't see at all in the first game, and it's like your own house. I'm in it right now, but you can just like, yeah. I'm assuming you can like steal things and put them in your house, and I guess like customize your house a bit. But I have no, like, I don't know. I haven't done that at all. Because you can't like take couches and beds and stuff. So I don't know what they're expecting you to fill your rooms with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a way to do it. I just have the stream muted.
Oh yeah, that makes some sense. Only one person is in here, and I just got started, and now I already have to use the bathroom. Dang.
Figures.
Yep. I'm actually going to do that, though. So I know I just got started, but I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. It says people are in here, but no one's saying anything.
Yeah.
So, there's a hard way to play this game and an easy way to play this game. Because basically in New Game Plus, which is what I have unlocked. Have you played this game at all?
I have not.
Oops. So normally you'd I'll just give an example of what I mean.
Freeze!
So, there was a cop immediately right there. Oh well. Hopefully it has me, yeah, where I'm getting out of my car. Okay, cool. So normally you'd walk around, like you'd find ways to sneak inside. So like I'd climb this fence here. I notice that guard is leaving, so I'm gonna like walk over here. Use my glass breaker, open this. Come in here. Open up this. And then I'd close this window, because if you don't close it, he'd walk back in here and be like, what was that? And he would recognize something was off. And I'd like sprint over here and try and basically walk my way over to that gate and find a way in. But that is super hard, and I just want to have fun. So instead, I'm going to have this silly little device here that makes me invisible. And now I'm right in front of this guard, and he has no idea. By the way, you should mute the stream, because I'm hearing the stream from you.
You are?
Yeah, well, I'm hearing myself.
Oh, it's probably because my mic's picking you up from my speaker.
Ah.
I'll see if I can turn it down.
Ah, dang it. I hate how the taser is such a long reach. I'm willing to talk to anybody if anybody wants to come in here and say anything, but no one's hopping in.
Yeah, just me.
Yeah. I do know someone else is here because it says 2 people are watching.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count me.
Let's see if moving my mic from the away from the speaker will help you hearing yourself.
Yeah. Could you? You could probably hear it in the stream, I'm assuming.
I have the stream muted because I was hearing you and the stream, so like, and they're at different times. Yeah, and myself.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Can this guy not see me? For real? There you go. Oh, here we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. No, open up. Dang it. Oh, well, it should open up when the cop leaves. I have no idea how to get this open, like, legitimately. Well, I do know there's a button in the garage, but I don't know how to open it from the outside. Usually how I would get in is there'd be a window here, and I would, break into the window. But it really sucks because you have to jump in super fast because they have the windows have alarms on them. So as soon as you open the window, the like metal shutters start closing. So you have to like break it and then get in immediately, which is not always easy to do because the controls are kind of clunky sometimes. It's funny. I didn't actually plan on playing this game. I was just hopping in here to like in this game to again have something going on in the background while I kind of ignored it and just talk to people, but no one's in here.
Yeah.
There was even someone in my Discord, Avalon, who was asking me when I was going to do another one of these.
Yeah, I seen that. I don't think they're on right now though. There's the other person, he's online, admin art or whatever.
Yeah.
But oh, did you ever check out that one VR game I told you about? The Blade and Sorcery?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because it's like medieval and
I feel like I've heard of it before, to be honest. Before you brought it up, I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick. Blade and Sorcery. Yeah, I think I've seen people playing this before.
Yeah, it's way fun.
It's $20 on Steam.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite VR game right now. That and Beat Saber.
Oh, hey, look, the cops are looking for me again. Well, I didn't expect nobody to hop in.
Yeah. A little awkward.
Yep. Let me know if the stream gets to like half an hour. If the stream gets to like half an hour, I'll just and it's like this the whole time. I'll just stop it and I'll probably delete the video.
Yeah. People probably just need time to catch on.
What's that?
People will probably just need time to catch on.
Yep. Well, I was hoping this. There was like 6 people. Oh, here we go. 2 people just hopped in. I was hoping the 6 people that were in the previous stream would hop on.
Yeah.
But they did not. Oh, my inventory is full. That's weird.
Have you ever played Slay the Spire?
No.
Have you heard of it?
I feel like I've heard of it. It's kind of pixely, right?
Not really. It's like
No?
a card game.
Oh, it's a card game?
kinda like, I don't know, it's different. It's cool though. Yeah, that's one I've been playing a bit recently.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm sure it's an older game, right? I think because I think I've seen it before.
It's not super old, but it's not super new either. This has been around for maybe a year or so.
I was wondering why I couldn't walk backwards. There's a guy right there. Let's see here. Slay the Spire. Okay, it kind of reminds me of like Chain of Memories.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. If you like, turn-based strategy kind of stuff.
Hey, OMD, what's up? I'm assuming it's OMD. If it's OMDA, let me know. Hey, I can jump into the water. How do I get out of the water? Oh god, how do I get out of the water? I don't think you're supposed to be able to jump into the water. I think I just screwed myself. I've never been able to jump into the water before. I've always tried and it never let me, so I just assumed that I couldn't. So I just tried just now for fun, assuming that it wouldn't let me like usual. But it did. And now I can't get out.
Wow, that's weird. You have to like restart or something?
Yeah, thankfully there was a guard standing right beside me, so I just let him shoot me with a taser.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the stream seems to be a bit delayed from the Discord.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why at the pretty much the beginning of every stream, you'll hear me going, "Alright, is the stream up? Okay, testing, 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
OMD, what you doing? What you up to? I'm not really playing this. I'm just kind of messing around, being silly, having fun. And this is a more talking, live stream. So if you guys want to, oh hey, Caden, what's up? So yeah, if you guys want to ask me anything or talk about anything in particular, whether it be, whatever, anime, video games, personal lives, whatever, we can talk about it. Yep. I'll let you guys start, and if not, I'll try and start something. The game that's going on in the background is called Thief Simulator. The only reason I have it though is because of the only reason I have it up is because I wanted something to be playing in the background. Can you be a mod on my Discord? For now, I'm not gonna have mods. There was someone I was talking to. Was it you, John? It may not have been you. Someone I
No, it
was
wasn't me.
talking to about lives, helping me put some things on my channel, on my my Discord channel, like spam protectors and stuff like that. But for now, I'm not gonna have any mods. My channel's still pretty small. Maybe if more people hopped in and I felt like I needed it, then I would. The only problem is lots of times when I ask people, no, it's okay. Okay, you don't have to do gifts. Huh. I'm surprised they think that I'm here. I didn't think I gave them any reason to think I was here. I was being quiet and I was opening the door slowly. What's your name on Discord? And you can always contact me on Discord. In fact, contacting me on Discord is probably the best way to get in touch with me nowadays. Because I'm not on my Facebook every day. But I am on Discord every day.
You can also join the general chat with us.
Yep. That's probably one of the best things to do. Do you watch a lot of anime, John?
Some.
Some?
Yeah. Oh, kind of weird with it. Like, I haven't watched a lot of the big ones, but I've watched some. I don't know, I guess they're still kind of big, but not like as big as like Naruto and stuff. Like, I haven't watched Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or any of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I like One Punch Man and My Hero Academia and stuff.
Well, My Hero Academia is easily taking one of the biggest spots. It's up there with Naruto nowadays.
Yeah, it's definitely that popular now. But
Yeah.
not as like big in episodes.
Have you been watching season 2 of One Punch Man?
I have been.
Have you seen the newest one, episode 7?
Yeah.
Without giving any spoilers away, what do you think of it so far?
I'm enjoying it. I like it. Not sure what to say.
Yeah. A lot of people have been complaining about it.
Really?
Which, yeah, a lot of people have been saying it's inferior to the first one, to the first season, mostly because of the change in animation. Which, while I have noticed the change in animation, it hasn't been such a drastic change that it's affected me.
Yeah, me either.
But besides the change in animation, I have been very satisfied with like every episode.
Yeah.
So I've been really enjoying it. Kaden, a link to my Discord channel is in the description of the video. If it's broken, let me know and I'll fix it. But I believe I've set it to where it should always work. And you'll know who I am because it'll be I'll be the owner of that channel. I'll be like right at the top. I got your painting.
to see your Discord message. You can join the general chat with us.
Yeah, I have I think a friend request or something. I don't have like a message, but I have like a notification.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? I said I was being sneaky, and while that's technically true, I forgot that leaving drawers open and stuff also makes people realize that you're there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Whole thing to look over.
yeah, I'm lazy because it's so annoying to open it slowly. If you find nothing in there, then close it slowly.
Yeah.
I'd rather just open them and keep on going.
Yeah, like if it was another game. Or...
Yeah.
So did you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I have never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people get surprised by that.
I hadn't recently, but
I have been meaning to get around to it, but I don't know. I'd have to get an HBO Go account or whatever their HBO live streaming services,
yeah.
and I haven't been wanting to do that.
Yeah, I just use a website.
Oh yeah, I just watch it illegally.
Yeah. Cheaper that way.
That's true. That is true. It's free that way.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was watching One Punch Man season 2 like that originally.
Yeah.
But my roommate got a Hulu account, and Hulu shows the episodes, and so I just use his account.
Yeah, that's how I am watching One Punch Man 2 now. I'm encouraged to watch everything, honestly, illegally.
Yeah. Are you in the United States?
Oh, yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it is illegal where you are. There are some countries, like, I think, like, you know, China and maybe some places like, I don't know where else it's legal to do stuff like that at, but...
Yeah,
or rather, not illegal. But, I know in the United States it's illegal to do.
Yeah.
The cops have been called to this house so many times. I bet they're really frustrated and maybe just think there's a ghost.
Yes. So you have something that just makes you invisible then?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's super expensive. It's like 200,000 money or whatever.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I had to save up for it, but totally worth having.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I was... What was that?
Makes the game a breeze.
Oh yeah, yeah. It makes the game so easy. It's almost not really worth playing. To be honest, all the skill is removed.
Yeah. I mean, by the time you got it, you probably had enough of all the need to sneak around.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's exactly it. So does my older brother, Caden. My older brother also has ADHD. He's way better now. He's good, better at controlling his ADHD. But I mean, he went to go see professionals. So, and I think he was even medicated for a little while.
talking about Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my only older brother now. Because I had one older brother other than Chris, but he died. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm almost. God, I think I'm almost the age of when. No, I can't remember when David passed away. I'll call my mom tomorrow and ask her. I'm sure she remembers.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. I mean, ADHD is not the worst thing to live with. Because as far as I know from experiencing it with Chris, it's really just, it's hard to pay attention to things. But, I mean, I would much rather be born with ADHD than be born blind or deaf or, missing a limb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you watch back on the stream if you get the chance, John, and tell me if this bunny moved? It really looked like it moved on my screen.
Paying attention to it. Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
I think you walked into it though.
No, I can't walk into it. Watch, I'll try and do it now. See, I just go right through it.
Okay, waiting for it to catch up. Huh.
I love how cops are in her house, and this girl over here is just sleeping. Here, have some air. Well, yeah, school is very difficult for people with ADHD. I really feel like the teachers should, there should be almost like a specialized class, in my opinion, for people with ADHD. Because, it's hard to concentrate. Right. It's hard to focus on the task at hand. I am not playing Ninja Saga. I always get confused when people say, hey, you playing something? When I'm currently not playing that. I'm like, you can see the stream, right? But I guess he could just mean in general, am I playing Ninja Saga? Which, even then, the answer is no. I haven't played it in a while. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. You guys are making me feel old. Like, I want to be like, I'm only 30, but then I'm like, I'm 30.
Yeah.
Alright, you young whippersnappers. Today, we're gonna be playing... Yeah. I don't know where you live, Caden. I don't know if it's in America, because I can only say things about the American school system. In my opinion, the whole American school system is completely backwards, and needs some... Okay, you are in America like I am. It really needs to be fixed. There is some serious problems with the American education system.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the things that I think, because I was actually thinking a long time ago about some fixes that should happen to the education system. Oh, you're 11. Oh, you're still so young. I had people who were 11 years old when I first started streaming, watching my videos forever ago. one of the things that I personally feel like they should do is, I think elementary school is fine. Up through 5th grade is pretty okay. But once, and I might even go all the way to 6th grade. 6th grade is probably fine as well. But once the student is old enough to be like in 7th grade, after they've passed like basic algebra and, general history and general science knowledge, from that point on, they shouldn't be learning broad education anymore. I feel like that's the extent that you need. About 6th, 7th grade education is all you really need to be okay. And then after that, you should start specializing in what it is that you care about. So if like you're really big into art, you should be going into art. If math is what you want to be studying, you should start, studying more math. And you don't need to focus so much on things that aren't going to involve you in your life in the future. So, it's my opinion at least. Do I have a PS4? No, I do not. I wish I did, because I really want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I really want to play Spider-Man, and I can't play either one, because I don't have a PS4.
Yeah, I agree on the whole school stuff. I feel like I remember you talking about that a long time ago.
Alright, Caden, if I remember, I guess I could. I mean, I'll probably tell my channel in general, so that's probably how you'll know.
I make videos with it.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could play Kingdom Hearts, I would definitely make a video on it. I actually was so desperate, I was looking for ways to like get a PS4 emulator, for Kingdom Hearts 3, but it hasn't been, as far as I can tell, it hasn't been made yet.
Back.
There's this video on this channel I watch called CGP Grey. I'm sure that I've talked about him before. He used to be one of my favorite channels, but he releases videos so rarely. Like, he releases like 3 videos a year or something, that I often forget that he exists. But when I used to watch him when he was more, can you tell me how to edit videos? You need a video editor. A really good one, I hope the Humble Bundle is still up. There is the problem is video editors are usually very expensive. I generally use Camtasia Studio, which is $300. If you want to buy it. But there's also Sony Vegas, which is very good, I hear as well. I prefer Camtasia because it's way more user-friendly, but I just recently purchased Sony Vegas because it's also usually $300, but it was on sale on Humble Bundle for $25 the other day. And I was like, $300 down to $25? I'm buying it.
Yeah, not.
And another reason why I really wanted Sony Vegas is because I hear you can do so much more with it than you can with Camtasia. But Camtasia Studio is super user friendly. You can have never edited a video in your life, pop up Camtasia Studio. It has tutorial videos. It is very straightforward and easy to understand. I really enjoy it. Dorian says, alright, so do your stream somewhere else or something, because after Mistress got erased from existence, you disappeared too. I don't know what you mean, Dorian? Do my stream somewhere else? I don't understand. In what way? And I didn't disappear. I mean, I have made plenty of videos. Well, no, I never did. The only other place that I could think of besides YouTube to make videos is Twitch, and the problem with that is every time I've live streamed on Twitch, I would get like maximum like 13 views. While I know that's not a huge difference from my YouTube channel, where I only get like max like 120, it's still, I mean, that's like 10 times the amount of viewers. Why would I, but yeah, why would I want to move somewhere else? I mean, as long as people hop on here and want to check out my videos, I want to keep making them. Oops. Yeah, people still ask me to make Ninja Saga videos. It's pretty rare nowadays, but it still happens. Which is really funny, because I will get, like, I will get sometimes, or just randomly, I'll have, like, 8 people message me, 8 or 9 people message me, ask me to play Ninja Saga, and I'll think, oh, okay, this must be a big thing again. Maybe it's time for me to, you know, maybe it is time for Ninja Saga to come back. All right, let me make a video, and then I'll post a video of it, and it'll get like 120 views, and I'm like, oh, okay, I was wrong. It's not time for Ninja Saga to come back, because still I can tell not many people care about it. And the problem is, while 120 views is not a terrible amount, I have lost so much interest in Ninja Saga that it's not enough for me to want to continue playing it, is the problem. Why can't I turn this one? This is the one I want to turn. It's not turning. How long is the stream gonna be? I don't know. I haven't decided. I didn't even know that I was gonna do this stream. I actually had planned on doing this. Well, I did kind of plan on doing this stream, but then my brother hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to play Divinity 2 again instead of doing your stream again?" And I was like, "Sure." Okay. But about an hour into the stream, he told me that he had some girl coming over to his house, so he was gonna have fun with her instead, which I totally get, I guess.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. Oh, this is the worst lock. Dang it. I hate these ones. I'm always so bad at those. I always break the lockpick. Please be a long time. I mean, no guarantee. I mean, it'll probably be a while, I guess.
And if you want, you can come into the general chat and talk with us.
Yeah. In the link in the video description for people who don't know, there's a link to the Discord chat. I am currently in the Discord general chat right now. So if anyone wants to talk through voice, like John is with me right now, you're more than welcome to. I do try to take priority to people that are in the voice chat, as opposed to the text chat, although I will occasionally hush them if I haven't looked at the, written chat in a while. Because I want to, I don't want to leave anybody out. That's one thing I always try and do with my channel, is if you're willing to come in here and say, hey, what's up, and talk to me for a little bit and show your support, basically, I don't want to ignore you. I want to make sure you feel included. What if I went into all these houses, and instead of taking stuff that's, like, expensive, like their TVs and stuff, taking all the things that are, like, just incredibly inconvenient for me to take. Like, I just come in here and I'm like, haha, your toaster's mine now. What else? What other little tiny things? Oh, this goblet is mine.
Or if you go in there and leave stuff.
Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, God. That was a lot of feedback. This USB flash drive. I'm taking that. Yeah, drop stuff in their house. That'd be funny. That would be actually really funny if I could get somebody, like, kicked out of their house or something. Because they keep stealing it and stealing it from one person's house and putting it in their house.
Be able to frame people.
Dorian, that's not weird or anything, but I haven't heard your voice in so long. What kinds of games do I play now? Well, recently I've been live streaming the Life is Strange series, which I have been loving. I've been really enjoying it. I hope people who have been watching it have been enjoying it as much as I have had playing it, because it's really good. I also do plan on playing the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game as soon as, well, not as soon as I finish the Life is Strange series, because I probably need to move on to something else, because I'm sure, people had enough of that style of game for a little while. So I'm not sure what I'll play. I think I said in a stream one day, but I forgot what I said I'd play. But I have plenty of games I could check out. I have Dishonored, Death of an Outsider. I've been playing Divinity 2 with my older brother. Yeah, quite a few games. Quite a few choices.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the Life is Strange stuff.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Even though I've already seen it before, but...
I'm so glad I went back through and did the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, because I felt so dissatisfied the first time I played it. I was like, I had no idea I could do little superpower abilities.
Yeah. It sucks that I was late to that stream, because that's actually the one that I haven't watched. But I did see the first one.
The first one, it was not very much. I think it was Halo was in the chat, and we kept joking around that it was like Chores, the video game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 hard drives. We did have someone hop in here. I see you 115.
Yeah, that's the Caden.
Oh, that's Caden?
Yeah, but I haven't heard him yet. I think there's some interference that goes on when he tries to talk, maybe.
He just said I have to be quiet.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear that.
He's like a ghost. It's all good. Hello there. How are you doing?
Yeah, I can't hear him. I have my computer turned all the way down, so hopefully you can't hear yourself through it, you know?
Yeah. I can't hear myself, but yeah, you can't hear Caden. It's hard for me to hear him even sometimes, but I'm sure he's being quiet because like his parents are asleep and he doesn't want to bother them or something.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
But it's funny. He makes it sound like my stream is haunted. Yeah. It's Jay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wish I could respond to you, bud, but half the time I can't tell what you're saying.
Sorry.
It's all good. You don't need to apologize. I totally understand, but I'm apologizing because I want to let you know that I can't hear you. How did they know I was coming in here? One of the funny things you can do in this game, which I find really amusing because it's like incredibly disrespectful, is you can just walk into someone's bathroom and break their toilet. Dang it, the cops were here and they shot me. Oh well. Oh god. Do you hear that noise, John, when that happens?
Huh?
The noise?
That's not me.
Huh?
Wait, what were you saying?
Yeah, I know it's you, Gaiden.
Were you just asking if I hear it?
Yeah, I was just asking if you heard it.
Oh yeah, I hear it, but my thing's turned all the way down, so I don't hear it that much.
Yeah. No one's saying anything in the chat anymore.
It's because I left.
That's because you left.
Yep.
Did I take fall damage in this game? No. I didn't expect no one to be in here. I was playing this game because it was something I could just do mindlessly and run around and not have to think while I was playing. So I figured I could mostly just chat. But if it's gonna be this empty, like part of me wants to like hop over to Dark Souls and play something harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3 recently. I don't know why. I just got back into it. And I'm having fun leveling up my character and getting him to be like ridiculously overpowered.
And I've never really played much Dark Souls.
It's a hard game, but really satisfying to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is though, the only problem with it is it's one of those games where no matter how high of a level you get, no matter how much health you have, no matter how much armor you have, there are still a ton of enemies that can literally one-shot kill you.
Yeah, I have like friends that are really into it. I actually do have it, but I never really got that into it with playing it.
Sorry if it's too loud.
No, you're not too loud.
It's too.
These cop cars are stuck.
I'm turning.
What are these cop cars doing? Oh my god! He's just driving right through this person. What are they doing?
Freeze!
Well, one of the cop cars just disappeared. Oh god. Whatever you're doing, it's happening a lot now. Could you not do that so much? Yeah. That loud cracking noise is happening a lot. This game is called Thief Simulator. It is pretty cheap and really fun to play through on when you know. Like I don't know, I played a lot of this game and I really enjoyed it. I really like stealth games, like Payday and Dishonored, and this game and other games that you can have stealth elements. Basically, it's pretty straightforward. You go around, watch people's schedule, and try and figure out when they're home and when they're not home. And then when they're not home, break into their house and steal their stuff. And then sell it at a pawn shop.
Something the whole family can enjoy.
Right, exactly. Early games, like, early game you can break in, like, just by breaking windows and stuff. It's pretty funny. There we go. This bathroom is awful. It doesn't even have a sink. In fact, this house is super tiny. There's one bedroom, which actually can't even be classified as a bedroom because there's no closet. One bathroom with a, now a busted toilet because I broke it, and a bathtub. And that's it. And then the smallest living room slash... Oh, yeah, there's no kitchen. Look at this. There's saucepans, but there's no stove. This place lacks a kitchen.
Is there even a microwave?
No.
How do they live?
I don't know.
What's the point of the pan?
That is a very good question. I don't know.
Just heat them up over the toaster.
Yep. And usually you would hide from cops, like by jumping into trash cans and stuff. But because I've beaten the game and beaten the game again on New Game Plus, I've unlocked this incredible tool called what is it called? The cloaking device. And it just makes me invisible. It's pretty great. people can still hear me because they can hear when you run and stuff. You make noise, and sometimes they can even catch you when you're invisible if you run around them too much. But most of the time you're good. Oops. I thought about live streaming some Dark Souls. The only problem is that I play Dark Souls in such a cheap way, and I don't even like. I know that I have some of my friends tease me about it. They tell me that I don't play Dark Souls correctly, but I don't care because I have fun. Basically, I use magic and heavy armor, which is ridiculous. Because usually when you expect somebody who uses magic, they wear, like, cloth, you know? Like, very little armor. But no, I made my stats in a way where I can wear heavy armor and still have really powerful magic. This is on PC. This is on Steam. It's called Thief Simulator. I think it's like $20, maybe 15. If you put it on your wish list, I'm sure it'll go on sale. John, do you ever use Humble Bundle?
Humble Bundle? What's that?
Oh, you don't know about it? It's a website that you can get extremely discounted games on. And sometimes even really awesome programs. Like I said, that's where I purchased Sony Vegas the other day for $25, when usually the program costs $300.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
Sure, Caden. We can talk later. I haven't stolen anything, really. This is really funny, actually, now that I think about it. I pretty much just been walking into people's houses and breaking stuff and then running away.
Being a nuisance.
Yeah. I can't say when, Caden, but eventually. Playing this is, in a weird way, making me want to play Skyrim, which is something that I've always wanted to get back into, because I never really got into it.
Yeah, I never really got into Skyrim either.
Which, for me, is surprising, because I really enjoyed Oblivion and Morrowind. You want to know something funny? How old are you again, John?
Huh?
How old are you again?
19.
19. Okay, so you're 11 years younger than me. What's the oldest console you can think of that you played when you were a child? Like PlayStation 2? PlayStation 1?
No. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember when I was really young, there was like this orange gun and you'd shoot the ducks.
Oh, okay. That was
Yeah.
Nintendo. I'm surprised you played Nintendo. That was the first Nintendo.
Yeah, because you know how old my brothers are and stuff.
I don't know how old your brothers are.
My oldest brother, he's like 42.
Ah, gotcha.
So it was theirs, so yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, Duck Hunt. That's what the game is called, Duck Hunt. Yeah, it actually used to come in like a bundle game where you could play Super Mario Brothers or Duck Hunt in the same game. And yeah, you had the little, I think it was called a light gun. I think it was actually what the gun was called, because it shot like a little both like a little light at the TV, and that's so the TV could tell where you were shooting at. I'm actually really surprised that you played that game because you can't play Duck Hunt on an LED TV. So you had to have had a cathode television, which is one of those big, bulky box-like TVs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you owned one of those. Most people don't own those anymore.
Actually, my mom, she had one up until me and some of my brothers bought her a smart TV this Christmas. So,
Wow, yeah. I have a smart TV. Do you remember how much, like, what size the TV is and how much you spent on it?
it wasn't too big, and like 150, I believe.
Okay. Like, if you had to take a guess at how big it is, do you think it was like 17 inches, 21 inches?
I don't know, I want to say closer to 30.
30? Okay, that's actually a pretty good price, I think.
Yeah.
It
was Christmas, though.
Yeah. I got this steal of a TV, though. I got a... do you know if the smart TV is 1080 or 720?
I do not.
Okay. I got this 1080 52-inch smart TV for like $120.
But wow, yeah.
Yeah. And when I went to... It was at Walmart. I wasn't... The funny thing is, I wasn't even going there to buy a TV. I was going there, I think, to buy a new keyboard. And, because my keyboard was acting up, like one of the buttons, like the Q key or something, was acting funny, and it was super annoying. And I went, and I saw this TV, and I was so shocked by how cheap it was, I was like, give me two. And I bought two of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I ended up giving one to my dad as an early Christmas gift.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you do for a living now?
I am currently unemployed.
Oh.
And have been for quite a while. And that's actually pretty awful, because I have had no income for a long time. I've been living off my savings.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. I'm glad that I did so well saving money, because I've been unemployed for like 8 months, and I've still been able to pay my rent, still paid my car insurance, you know.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, but I've been running out recently, and it's actually getting to the point where I've called my mom a couple times and asked her to lend me a bit of money. And I hate to do that because, you know, she doesn't have a lot either. I would ask my dad, but because my mom and dad are divorced, and I would ask my dad, but he always expects something. He's like, all right, fine, I'll give you the money as long as you do this for me. And
Yeah.
I don't like that. While my mom, she doesn't she doesn't do that to me. So
Yeah.
I tend to call her, even though my dad is way better financially than she is.
Yeah, I see.
Yep. Anyway, the reason I asked you what was the oldest game you played, now, since you played games like, you know, the original Nintendo, maybe you can understand where I'm coming from with this, but I remember when I first played Morrowind on the Xbox, the first Xbox.
Yeah.
When that game came out, and I'm sure if Chris hops in, he can verify. I might even bring this up with him when he next time I play Divinity with him. That game, back in the day, was so good looking. It was so much better than like any game I had ever seen in my entire life. Where I was like, holy crap, this is the future of gaming. I was so blown away by how good looking Morrowind was that I was like, oh my god, like, how will games ever get better? And but that's when the game first came out. You know, the game was brand new when I played it. Now, if you look back at Morrowind, it looks disgusting. It looks so bad. And it's so funny that I thought at one point that it was like revolutionary, but it was in a way, you know? So I just found that really amusing that I could go back and my opinion has changed so drastically.
Yeah, it didn't age well.
No, it didn't age well at all.
Yeah, that's how technology is, which is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Skyrim in VR.
Oh, I wonder if I should try that.
Yeah, I've been told it was good, but I don't know, like, my only problem with it is that, like, it makes me sick.
Does it?
Yeah, like, honestly, I have a really good tolerance for VR, but that's too much for me.
Gotcha.
So I can only play it for, like, 30 minutes max, and probably won't play VR for, like, 2 days.
It's funny that Caden says that the oldest console he ever played was the PS3, which makes sense. He's very young. He's only 11 years old.
Yeah.
So he's probably only been gaming for at most 6 years. You know.
Yeah.
And the PS4 has been out for a while. That they're already talking about the PS5. So I totally understand that that's the newest console he's played, but I also find it makes me feel old because which Game Boy LT Mustache, the original, like the big brick Game Boy, or was it like a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advanced, you know, the Nintendo DS. But anyway, what was I saying? I think it's funny that the oldest system that he played is the PS3 because that's when I stopped playing consoles. When the PS3 came out, I had my laptop already, and while my laptop was not very powerful, I could still play a lot of games on it, and I just stopped playing. I just stopped playing console games. So even though I owned a PS3, it mostly just sat in my room and collected dust. I eventually actually gave it away to a friend who was like, "I'm bored. I never have anything to do." I was like, "Well, here, take my PS3." And the funny thing is, they didn't even play it either.
I don't know, I've never really had any consoles really, like my own.
Well, I mean, I'm sure, like, you're saying, like, they were your brothers and or your family's consoles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, because that's how me and my brother were, me and Chris. Him and I, we would... It's actually even more annoying for us, because our birthdays are so close together. My birthday's on April 12th, and his birthday's on April 30th. So our birthdays are basically 2 weeks away from each other's. So our birthdays would usually be combined. We would wait until Chris's birthday, and both him and I would have to celebrate, you know, our birthdays on his birthday. And it was really annoying, but not the worst. And whenever we got a console, I remember when we first got the Nintendo 64. Oh boy, was that a big console. And the PlayStation, which we actually got pretty quickly after we got the Nintendo 64. But anyway, what was the thing? And I asked, I said, whose console is this? Is this my console or is this Chris's console? And they would always go, oh, it's both. It's both your consoles. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Memories. But yeah, the Game Boy Color, Lieutenant Mustache, that's an old one. I played the Game Boy Color as well. This is actually going to sound really bad. So, I never was big into handheld games. In fact, I would often look down on handheld games because they were, in my opinion, so much worse than a non-handheld game. Like, I would much rather play like Spyro or Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation than you know, I don't know, Power Rangers or Looney Tune Adventures on my Game Boy Color. And while I did own Pokemon, in fact, I played through Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow, and Pokemon Silver. I played through all three of those. And I have fond memories of playing Pokemon back in the day. I never went back when the Game Boy Advance came out. I never got one because I just played my Game Boy Color so little that it wasn't worth buying the next version.
I did have a DS when I was younger. That was like the closest thing to a console I've ever really had.
Yeah. What games did you play on the DS?
My favorite was Spore. They had a Spore game for it.
Thor or Spore?
Spore. Like the creature creator.
That was on the DS?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I didn't know Spore was on the DS. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a off. It was like, well, not like an off-brand, but it was different. It's not like the one on computer. It's like all 2D and stuff, and it was, I don't know, I saw a lot of fun with it.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, that's what's important.
Yeah.
As long
And
as you
it
have
had
fun.
like a weird story mode with like a villain in it and everything.
Oh,
But you still
okay.
got a great creature.
Cool. Tinabester says, Game Boy Color was my first, but I more so grew up with Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Halo. Halo was... I'm just gonna say it, excuse my language, Halo was my shit. I played so much Halo. It's ridiculous how much Halo I played. That's actually what really helped me want to get into making videos, was I was playing so much Halo 3, and I was so good at it. I was so good at Halo 3. I wanted to make videos on Halo 3. And this is the time where, like, I knew that it was possible because Machinima existed. Does anybody even know who or what Machinima is? I don't know.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, they're... What are they called now? Isn't Machinima... Aren't they gone and they're called Rooster Teeth now?
So like Machinima was like completely gone now. Like they're shut down everything.
Yeah, well, I thought the people who used to work for Machinima started a new company called Rooster Teeth.
I know Rooster Teeth is a channel that used to be with Machinima, but like the Machinima, like the entity that they were or whatever, like that's been shut down pretty recently, I believe. Like there was a bunch of news about it.
Oh,
Like, they're
okay.
gone.
Because Rooster
Like,
Teeth is
like Channel
still
Network.
doing things. Like Rooster Teeth makes Ruby, which I know is really popular.
Yeah.
They also have another show called Camp that I enjoy.
I've actually never seen that or heard of that.
It's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, so those existed, and I really wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to make videos. I did buy this thing. It was called like Magix 8 or something like that, and it was this weird device that you could plug in the AV cables from the Xbox 360 into this like machine, and then plug the USB cord into your computer, and you could record content doing this. Unfortunately, my laptop was so weak
Welcome back.
that while it did record, while I would get some recording, you would hear this constant fan going on in the background, and you just hear like the whole video, and there'd be a lot of lag, to where sometimes it was just unplayable. The only time I could ever get like a video where there was mostly no lag was when I was doing Forge. And while I enjoyed Forge, I didn't think it made for a lot of good content. Especially since I wasn't like some crazy innovative map maker. While I did have fun making the maps, I understood that I was not nearly as innovative as a lot of the other, some other people who were out there. So, and yeah, it's actually because of that, because I wanted to make videos on Halo 3 and couldn't, is one of the major reasons why I started making videos about Ninja Saga. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I had the money to make videos, like if I had the money to get a good computer and make videos about Halo, how different my channel would be today.
Probably wouldn't be the Misfits guy.
I definitely would not be the Miscrits guy, because I never would have played it. I never would have played Miscrits.
But to be honest, I probably wouldn't have found your channel that way then.
That's a shame.
Yeah, because I mean, I've never really been that interested in Halo.
Well, I'm sure I would have moved to other titles.
Yeah.
So. Oh, really? There we go. And empty. One of the, by the way, if anyone ever plays this game, one of the easiest ways to make money in this game, but also it's like the most tedious thing you could ever imagine, is to steal a car, and then bring it back to your shop, and take the car apart, while, and then sell the parts. That is easily the best way to make money out in this game. The only problem is, yeah, like I said, it's extremely tedious.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I might steal this car here since I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Where did that painting go? There it is. I wonder how hard this game was to make, because you could, like, look at these guards. These guards are exact copies of each other.
Yeah.
And when you look at the police, they're exact copies of each other as well. And so, if I had to guess, there's probably only like 10, maybe, unique people. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, I don't think this game was very hard to make. And yet, it's a lot of fun. It's really enjoyable. I'm sure people bought it.
Who knows? It could have just been made by one person. Oh, that would probably be hard then, but I don't know.
True. Yeah. If one person made it, but the good thing about one person making something is that they are the only person who makes profit.
Yeah, that's true. like Stardew Valley. You ever heard of that?
Yes. It's why Notch is one of the richest game creators ever.
Oh yeah. Didn't Microsoft buy Minecraft for like $2 billion or something?
Yes, yes, they did.
That's not. So do you have a powerful computer now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Pretty much anytime a new game comes out, I can play it at the highest quality settings.
That's good. What's the specs or whatever?
I can't tell you off the top of my head, to be honest.
Do you like know the RAM and stuff, or?
I believe I have 16 gigs RAM. I know that I have an NVIDIA graphics card.
Alright.
Let's see here. Because I built it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see here. I have an Intel Core i5 7600K 3.8 gigahertz processor. Yeah, 16 gigs RAM, and a GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card. It's not like ridiculously overpowered. In fact, my roommate's computer is even more powerful than mine is. But
It works.
yeah, it's still very good. It's still, a $2,000 computer.
Yeah. I got a similar setup, I guess, really. But yeah, I probably should have built mine, but I just went with the pre-built.
That's what I did for my first one. I did a pre-built. But it's not. They're usually more expensive and not as powerful. So which is why I didn't even buy a new computer. I just upgraded my old computer. I say that though, but I pretty much replaced every piece in the computer, with the exception of the hard drive. Which now this computer here, I have 2 hard drives in it. I have my old hard drive that I've originally had forever, and then I also have a 200 gigabyte solid state drive that I have mostly just for my processing. Although I recently have been considering upgrading my solid state drive to a bigger hard drive space, bigger memory, because 200 gigabytes goes real quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I probably should have built mine. I mean, I even took a college class on building computers.
oh wow.
Yeah, but
I say I built mine, and technically I did, but I actually paid someone else to build it, is what happened.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was still built by not a company.
Yeah. You picked out the parts and stuff, or?
Yeah, I went out and picked out the parts, and actually the guy who was building it for me, he helped me pick out the parts, so.
Yeah, it makes sense.
By the way, I'm doing it right now, where you take apart this car to get money.
Yeah, I know it.
And, yeah, it's really tedious.
I can see why.
Yeah, mostly because you have to pull out screw by screw.
Yeah. So what made you want to get VR?
My roommate got one, and I really, I was jealous, so I bought one.
You still live with that roommate?
Yep,
Okay, cool.
yep. He's currently at work. I do a lot of live streaming while he's at work.
Yeah.
That way he doesn't come in and try and talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life's been hard, man. Like, you're still young, but, like, do you
Yeah.
live on your own, or do you still live with your parents?
I live with my mom.
Yeah. I lived with my dad until I was about 22. And then basically he kicked me out. He, like, to be honest, he stole $2,000 from me. And then told me that what that was him. That was his way of taking back the payment I owe him for living in his house since I was 18.
Wow.
Because he said that I should have moved out when I was 18, like all of his other children did. And so that was his money, and I was really frustrated and thought that was completely unreasonable.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Well, if you think that, then you should leave." And I said, "You're right," and I was gone in like 2 weeks. Where I lived on my own for about 3 years, until he invited me back. He said that I can move back in with him, and I did for. I realized I don't have the chat up. Oh, no one said anything anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, I lived with him for. Goodness, let's see here, because I was like 22 when I moved out, and I moved in like right before I turned, I guess, 25, or when I was 25. And I worked for, because he offered me a job and told me he'd get me a car. He didn't get me a car. I had to buy my own. Well, I had one already, but he said he was going to get me like a new one. But I ended up getting a new one on my own. But he did get me a good paying job that I had for like years. But unfortunately, I got hurt on the job, and that made it so I couldn't walk for like 9 months.
Oof.
Yeah, it was pretty awful.
Yeah.
And my job was basically like, we don't have a position for you that you can sit down. Because I could move a little bit. Like, I could, walk to my car and, do simple things. But, when I was working there, I would walk around and walk up flights of stairs, and, it was a lot of walking. Like, I would walk on average 7 miles a day.
Yeah.
And to go from that to being able to walk not even a mile a day, it was a big change. And eventually my company was like, hey, we can't have you working with us. We can't have you saying you're an employee if you're just staying at home. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And then they were like, okay, well, bye, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
It sucks, but it's understandable.
yeah. So, that's when I got a call from my roommate, my current roommate. He said he was moving and he was buying his own house, and he wanted someone he knew that was cool and could room with him and pay rent. And my dad was charging me rent at the time to live with him.
Yeah.
But my roommate was offering me a way cheaper rent. So I decided to move in with my friend instead, and that's where I've been since August, actually. So
Okay, so pretty recently then. Like a
yeah,
year, I guess.
yeah, about a year.
Yeah, I was planning on moving, but I don't think just didn't work out, I guess, really.
It's
I
hard.
wasn't really even gonna be moving for that long, just kind of seeing how it was, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is nice. Believe me, it is nice having your privacy and not having to worry about someone, having to live by someone else's rules. Um, I do kind of still have to live by someone else's rules because it's my roommate's house, not mine.
Yeah.
But he is, way more lenient than my parents, my dad was.
Yeah. I know, I kind of got a taste of it once, because one of my friends, his dad actually bought him a house to live in, and so
Wow.
I kind of stayed with him for a minute. So it was just over the summer, like while I wasn't in school. That was really cool. So that's about the closest I've gotten to being alone.
I can't imagine my dad ever buying me a house and just being like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, his dad's like way nice.
my dad is nice. In fact, to be honest, I respect him so much. He's one of the smartest, strongest men I've ever met. True, he does lack somewhat in the caring department, but he is. To this day, I cannot. I don't think I could beat him in a fight.
Wow.
And my dad is in his 60s, and I think he could still kick my ass. And I'm sure you can ask Chris, because me and Chris, it was my dad and his mom that we lived with. And I'm sure Chris would agree and say the same thing. There's no way. And we're not like unfit people. We're both pretty strong people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my dad is he's been through so much. He's gone through so much in his life. He's one of those guys, I don't know if you've ever met somebody like this, where just him being there, just his like presence, you can tell that he like demands respect. And you just like have to give him respect. It's a really strange feeling if you've never met anybody like that before. And it's just crazy how you see it. Like, I see it all the time. He just walks into the room and the atmosphere changes. Yeah. But while he is not always as caring as I would like him to be, he is a very fair person and a reasonable person, and of course I love him. He's my dad. I love him with all my heart. So. All right, Caden. By the way, you see how long I've been doing this car thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost done taking everything apart.
Yeah, my one friend that whose dad bought him the house, he also has a car and a truck that his dad got for him, and he still doesn't have a license.
How old is he?
21.
Oh, that's not good. I remember I didn't want a license, which is really dumb now that I think about it. But when I was like 16, I had passed a driving course, and I could have gotten my license when I was 16. But I just didn't want it. I was like, why? I don't have a car. I don't have any, like, will to drive anywhere. I'm perfectly fine staying at home. Like, what do I need a car for? And then I got a girlfriend. And it was like, yeah, I can see why a car would come in handy. So I ended up right before I turned 18. I ended up getting a license.
Yeah, I got my license right when I was 18.
Yeah. Well, that's when you can get it without have taken like those classes.
Yeah,
When you're
I took the class anyways though.
oh, you took the
Got
class
some
anyway.
school. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think I would have to wait or something for something if I remember right. So it's just easier to take the class, so I get it sooner.
Oh, okay. Maybe things have changed since I did it. I don't know.
Yeah, because actually,
Go on.
my one friend that is the one friend that's 21 or whatever. I think something's changed recently, and I think it used to be that he didn't even have to. Oh, he didn't have to get his permit, and but now something changed all of a sudden. So now he does have to get his permit, like right when he was trying to get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it was. I'd have to have my permit for like 6 months if I didn't take the class, and I just wanted to get it done and over with.
weird. Yeah, things are different now. Because what I remember was back when I did it, you could get your permit when you were 16, which is what I did. I did get my permit when I was 16. And then if you had your permit at 16, and then if you had like 60 hours or something like that, or it was like some big number of hours worth of driving experience with your parents' approval. By the time you were 17, you were allowed to go get your actual license. However, as soon as you turned 18, it didn't matter if you had a permit, it didn't matter if you had driving experience, you could go get your license.
Yeah, things have probably changed.
Yeah.
It also could be different by state.
True. Yeah, I lived in I was in North Carolina when I got mine. Although right after I got my license, I moved to Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, I've really been in the same place my whole life, really.
I've moved around a lot. I was born in Virginia. I moved when I was 10, which, by the way, I moved around multiple times within the state. I moved to North Carolina when I was 10. I then moved to Georgia when I was 16. And I lived in Georgia until I was 29. Yeah. And moved to Louisiana, where I am now.
Wow.
Yep. And hey, Halo, don't worry about being late, bud. We were talking about you earlier. I don't remember what we were saying about you, but I remember bringing you up in conversation.
Yeah, you could come talk with us in the Discord chat.
Yeah, we are on Discord. Dang. Sprinting and jumping really doesn't help. I bet if I jumped over this thing, I'd probably just be stuck over there anyway.
Yeah, probably. Like with the pool.
Yeah. I'm really tempted to try anyway, I don't know why.
You're not supposed to?
Probably not. Because it seems like
Can you park the van closer to it?
No, if I get into the car, the only thing it's like a fast travel. It just offers me to go to another area. I can't actually move the car. Oh. Oh. Yeah. No. I'm surprised I can jump on those trash cans. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
You jump on that building?
I was trying to. Sometimes you can't even get on the car properly. There we go. I was hoping I could maybe jump up here, and then maybe when I got up here I could jump up there, but you don't jump very high. I can't even jump up on this thing. Which is funny, because I know that if I was actually here, I could just easily step up on this thing.
Yeah.
And this thing doesn't even exist. Wow. By the way, I mentioned Payday 2 earlier. Payday 2 was so much fun, I cannot wait for them to make a Payday 3.
I don't think I've ever played those games, or even seen them played.
Oh, really? Man, they're good. They're good games. Maybe I'll play them one day.
Alright.
I wonder if I think I do have a couple videos, actually, now that I think about it. I think I do have a couple videos on my channel of me playing Payday.
Alright. I'll check them out.
Let's see here. Caden sent me a video of someone making some kind of pastry. Oh, some cupcakes? Yeah, he sent me a video of somebody making cupcakes. Oh, of himself making cupcakes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me, I'm gonna check my channel. JH Saren Payday. Yeah, I have 7 videos of me playing Payday 2.
Okay. How many videos do you have total?
A lot. Why am I not signed in? That's very strange. Let's see here. Can I see how many channels or how many videos I have total? Oh, I've actually lost some subscribers recently. I lost like 7 subscribers. That's sad.
Yeah. I have 1,400. That's not too many.
I still have 14,000. 14,500.
I don't remember what number I said.
You said 1,400?
Yeah, 14,000.
Yeah.
I just seen the 14. For some reason, that's where my brain went. Yeah, I know what I meant.
That's all good. Yeah, I can't check how many videos I have, but I'm pretty sure I have over 1,500.
Yeah, sounds right. For some reason, I feel like I remember you hitting 1,000 videos.
Yes.
That thing.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah, a long time ago, though.
Hello, what you doing? Why are you being so quiet, bud? How long have I been recording for, by the way? Our last stream for?
109 minutes.
Yep, almost 2 hours. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, one of these days I was really curious what would happen if I hit one of these people, because I never did. Because if you hit like a sign, it'll be like, oh no, you lost $8, and you have to repair it. And one day I had like robbed this house and got like a lot of really expensive stuff that I really wanted, and someone ran in my way, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hit him. And it makes you lose, and forces you to go back to the checkpoint.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Megaleel. How you been, bud? It's been forever since I spoke to you. I appreciate you spelling my name correctly. So many people spell Michael wrong, which is weird because it's such a common name that I always get confused when people spell it wrong.
Freeze!
I'm surprised when people spell my name wrong.
Are they gonna tow my car? So the cops can either pull you over or they can just tow your car, and either way you lose. Okay, Megaleel, that is good. I'm glad if you had a good time. That's awesome. That cop just ran into my car and then disappeared. I can't say that I've ever experienced the same, Mega. But good for you, bud. You don't know what I'm talking about because it blocked his comment. I guess I could say it out loud since he typed it in public. I guess he probably doesn't care if anybody heard. It's just YouTube just blocked it. But he said he was tripping so effing hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, I've never really done drugs. So I have a little, of course. I mean, I'm human, and it happens sometimes. But I never like. All I've done is like I've smoked a little bit of pot, which is probably gonna be legal soon anyway. So whatever. And I've drank alcohol, and that's about it. And I have been drunk once in my life, and I don't think I've ever been high, despite smoking pot. Yeah. I didn't like being drunk. First of all, I hate the taste of alcohol. I think the alcohol is absolutely disgusting. Oh, hold on. Megalith said, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do LSD again anytime rather soon, but I will again sometime. Okay. Cool. I don't know if I'll ever want to do LSD. I don't know. I'll finish what I was saying. So, I got drunk. First of all, I don't like the taste of alcohol. I think it's disgusting. I don't know how people can drink beer. I don't know how people can drink anything with alcohol in it. Because, in my opinion, you can improve any alcoholic drink by removing the alcohol. If you remove the alcohol, the drink generally tastes pretty good. The alcohol is the part that makes it taste like crap. But there are people who really like it, so whatever, to each their own. But I also don't like the feeling of being drunk. I was drunk one time, and I hated how it made me. I would think things, and even if the idea was stupid, I would want to do it because it was something I wanted to do. Even if in my head, my mind was like, hey, this is stupid, a bigger part of my mind was like, I don't care, do it anyway! And, I didn't like waking up, the next day, realizing I was acting like that, because I just felt that I had no control over my senses, and I hated that.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never done anything.
Yep. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a better way to live.
Yeah.
My brother Chris, he smokes cigarettes, and he has told me that he's trying to stop, and he said that he's gonna swap over to vaping. And I keep going, no, don't swap to vaping. That's dumb. Why would you do that? And he was like, well, because it's better than smoking. And I'm like, sure, it is better than smoking. Fine, I'll give you that. But it's still bad. Like, just, if you're gonna stop, just stop. But,
Yeah.
I could try vodka orange juice. That's actually what I ended up drinking to get me drunk, was vodka. Specifically Smirnoff, because while I hate the taste of alcohol, I can do shots, because I barely taste the drink. And to be honest, while there is this burning sensation you get from doing shots, believe me, after you've done like 5 or 6, that burning feeling just is non-existent. In fact, when you do get to the point where you are drunk, the alcoholic taste is actually not that bad. It's just your body doesn't even recognize it anymore. At least that was how my experience went when I got drunk the first time. Megalith says, the thing is, I always do a lot of research, and I mean a lot of research on anything before I try it. Like, LSD is not addictive, and you can't overdose on it in these small quantities. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you can overdose on LSD. Sure, maybe doing small quantities you can't. I don't know. I haven't done the research on it, but I'm pretty sure it is possible to overdose on LSD.
Yeah.
Hey, hello there. That's a really weird thing to say. Sounds like I'm just saying hello twice. Halo does that too, because I can be like, hey. So,
Hello.
oh, hey, Chris is back.
Yeah, Patrick came by to hang out for a second, so figured I'd say hey.
Hello.
Yeah, he went back home.
I assumed it was that girl.
No.
No.
That's my next door neighbor, and she works as a nurse. I doubt she's awake right now.
Gotcha.
And he was saying he had a girl coming over.
Yep, because I assumed it was.
No, it was a buddy of mine that I haven't hung out with in probably about 5 or 6 years. 'Cause I moved away, and he's had his own thing going on here in Charlotte, so. Finally, nice to hear your voice, John.
Right?
Alright, so, do you have any questions?
I don't know.
About the Saturday game? Michael, are you still streaming?
I am.
I am so sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
I just found it amusing.
No,
Hey, I know
actually,
you're still streaming, but D&D.
No,
I know. You didn't know.
Yeah, I did not know. Yeah, never mind, John. We'll go ahead and we'll put that on the back burner for later.
I was talking about Dad earlier.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Great guy.
And I was saying how he just has this like something about him where just when he enters the room, the whole room, like the atmosphere in the room changes. And he has this kind of like aura of where he just demands respect from you, and it's really crazy. And how
Yeah.
it's hard to explain unless you've like been there, unless you've like seen it happen, or
He does. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like whenever he enters the room, or anytime because I work for the company that his company owns, so every now and then when I'm on what's called a due diligence, um, he'll show up, and as soon as he steps through the door, everybody just stops talking, and they all come over to say hi to him. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was explaining to him how even to this day, I don't think I could take my dad in a fight. I still think he'd beat me up.
Dude, all it would take was your dad throwing one punch and you're done.
That happened to me once. I don't know if you remember that happening.
Your dad struck you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because he and I got into several fist fights, and I mean, you can't even be counted as fist fights, because he would just loom over me, and then immediately I would drop everything. I was like, nope, this isn't happening.
Happened a long time ago. I think I was 12 years old. We were in Greensboro. Remember when he was working on that house for like a really long time in Greensboro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there to help him for like over the summer or something, and I had I don't know, I got cocky, and I was just like, yeah, I can take my dad in a fight, definitely.
I mean, every male gets to that point in their life when they think they can take their dad, and then they realize no.
Yeah, it was and by the way, it was also the one time in my life I've ever seen him drink alcohol. Because I know that he socially drinks with friends, but he normally like leaves his family, out of that when he does that. I guess he doesn't like to be drunk around his family. But it was the one time I ever seen him drunk, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, you want to fight?" And he laughed, and he was like, "Okay, sure, let's fight." And he got up, and he was like, "All right, come at me." And I went after him to punch him, and he punched me once. And what he did was he like uppercutted me, because I'm a bit taller than my dad. I've always been pretty tall. And he uppercuts me right into my stomach, up into my diaphragm.
Yep.
And the wind is completely knocked out of me. I immediately fall on the ground, and I'm like gasping for air. I'm like, like, it was awful.
Dude, I remember yelling at my mom one time when I was like 16. Right? You probably remember this. And your dad was just not fucking having it. Excuse my language. Dang God, I gotta watch my mouth. Well, your dad was just not having it that night, right?
Uh-huh.
So he walks up to me, doesn't even say a word, pins me up against the countertop, and just headbutts right into my nose, right? I woke back up after about 3 or 4 seconds, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna do the dishes like I was told.
Hold on, say that again. What did he do to you?
He pinned me up against, with his stomach. He pinned me up against the countertop, and I was trying to push him away from me.
Uh huh.
And just as I did so, he headbutts me right in the nose.
And I fall unconscious?
I fell unconscious for like 4 seconds. I woke up and I was on the floor, and he was still standing there like, "You want to keep talking like that?"
Wow.
And I go, "No." And he goes, "All right, do the dishes." I was like, "Yes, sir."
Wow, I do not remember that happening. Surprised by that headbutt you. Although of course, I don't know if I should say this story, but I'll let you say it if you want to. When in Virginia with the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that as a story you want me to tell. I do remember seeing it from my perspective, and I know that, of course, from your perspective, it was very different.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, you can.
sure, okay. So this is what.
Okay. Let me tell it
All right,
because
I'll say my perspective after you say
I'm
what
gonna
happened.
I'm gonna say Mike. Your dad was in the right. Your dad was in the right.
Yeah,
I was being a dick. I was being little 10-year-old a hole.
I asked him why he did it, and he told me because you hit Raymond.
No, I hit you.
No, I was no, definitely not. Because how I remember it happening, I was upstairs, and I came downstairs just as it happened and saw it happen. Because I don't remember you hitting me, and Dad doesn't remember you hitting me, so I don't know why you remember it as being you hitting me. He told me you hit Raymond.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you were sitting next to me. And we were about ready to go to school, and I was 10. You were 8, and I smacked you in the back of the head for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I was just being an a-hole. And like, you're 8 years old. You begin to cry. And Dad comes around the corner, and he's standing there behind the countertop, and he goes, or he looks over at you, and he goes, "Why are you crying?" He goes, and you look over at me, look back at him, and say, he smacked me in the back of the head. Next thing you know, I am airborne, going across the countertop and into the oven.
Well, not into. Well, the oven was closed. Yeah, like you went into the oven like Hansel Gretel style.
No, like my back hit the handle.
Yeah. Yeah, what I remember happening was I was upstairs and I came downstairs and walked into the kitchen just as you were being flung across the counter. That's how I remember it.
But in your dad's defense, he was right in what he did. I never laid hands on any of you guys ever again until like you and I were teenagers and we used to get in those fist fights
Yeah.
together.
Until that one fateful day where we almost got into a fist fight and we both stood there for like, I don't even know. It probably wasn't as long as I think it was, but it felt like a long time. And then we both like put our hands down and we're like, nah.
That was the last time.
Yeah, that
too.
was the last time.
I feel like when you're growing up, and if you have brothers and sisters, or at least brothers, if you guys don't fight, you're never going to be great friends when you grow up. And that's exactly what happened to us. Is like we fought when we were younger, like straight up fist fights when we were younger, and now my brother is like my best friend.
Yeah, I totally do have people that I, like other guy friends that I have like literally punched the crap out of, and then was friends with like later that day.
Well, I mean, it demands a certain kind of respect. Like, okay, we stood up as men, we did our thing as men, and now, there's a certain bond.
Yep.
That, like, if you and somebody else did not fight, would not have that same bond. You know?
Yep.
But I think that's also why, like, I'm really good with your dad now. He and I used to get into those kind of arguments.
Oh god. Oh god. Can you hear what Caden's saying?
Negative.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's whispering.
Yeah, he is whispering. I think his parents are asleep and he's trying to not disrespect them and talk loudly.
That's very noble.
Yeah. Hey Adam and Hart. Hey Brent. Brent's in there. Do you see him, Chris? He's like, just got all invisible, hitting trees.
Hold on. I'm actually not on your channel right now. I just started going to different things. Oh, you're playing Halo?
No. What?
Or what are you playing?
This game is called Thief Simulator.
Oh. Okay, it kind of looked like Blitzball for a second.
Blitzball?
You never played Blitzball for Halo? back in the day.
What was that game on Final Fantasy X?
Yeah, no, that was Blitzball.
That's what I thought. I don't think Halo and Final Fantasy had Blitzball.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Like, it was a mini game though in the multiplayer games.
Brent, this Pokeball makes me invisible. What do you want? Go away.
Every time you pass by those red lights, they can see you.
No. I'm invisible. They can't see me. If they could see me like this, that happens.
Yeah, he's straight up on your butt right now.
Oh God. That noise always hurts.
I'm so used to it now. I'm playing online games.
The
Yeah.
Hey Adam, how are you doing? We were talking about you earlier. We were wondering. We're like, where's Adam at? Same with Halo. We were doing to both of them. Halo and Adamant.
You can join the Discord chat.
Yep, we're in Discord. Ear rape incoming. Exactly.
Is this on the Discord chat?
No, this is in the YouTube chat.
Oh. Apparently it's not loading the YouTube chat because all I see... Oh, there it is.
Alright, Chris, I'm going to drop this TV out of a 3-story window here?
Yeah, let's hope it survives.
I'm sure it will. There we go.
You know, because video game mechanics.
Yep. I forgot to open the gate. Dang it. Oh wait, no, I can open it from down here. That's right.
I mean, unless you mute the YouTube channel while you're on the episode, you wouldn't hear an echo.
Yeah, that's what John did. He muted the YouTube video.
Yeah. Everything just a bit delayed.
What do you mean, Brent? They named this guy after that first dude? What does that mean?
Means they named this guy after that first? You know, Brent, he's random.
He is random.
Hence the name, random.
Yep.
Love how all these guys are sitting there walking around and none of them see that TV just sitting out there in the road.
Yep. So is John actually your real name, or is that just a name you go by?
Oh, that's my real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jonathan, but yeah.
Right.
Just ran over the TV.
Oh, I totally did. It's okay.
Well, that TV's useless.
It's okay. It's a video game. It's fine. Ha
So, what else do you want to talk about? Oh, and sorry for cutting the stream short as far as Divinity.
Yeah, if you want to get back on that, we can, but...
Sure.
Well, depends. I know it's almost 2 a.m. where you are.
I'm not sleeping the slightest. I slept all day today, so I feel like I could probably stay up all night and work a full day tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Or at least take a small nap before I go to work.
Yeah. Caden, I hate to do this, but I'm starting to think there's something really wrong with your mic.
So you just going around everybody's houses and stealing stuff?
Yeah, I've already beaten this game, so I'm not like I'm not. I'm just doing this to have something mindless to do while I talk to people. But I admit it's been so easy. I actually considered like swapping over to Dark Souls or something, just so that I could maybe like try to mindlessly earn souls.
I mean, we could play some Dark Souls, and I could do my Game Plus.
That's true. You could do that. What?
Said Dorian would like to know where John lives, if he would be okay.
Utah.
Joe. Dang it.
That mic is a jump scare and a half.
Did somebody say that? No, nice. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Adamant.
Oh, look at you. Getting the right combos.
Yeah, it took me a second. Usually they're
Yeah.
pretty easy.
John, would that mean that if it's like 3 p.m. my time here on the East Coast, that would make it what? 1 p.m. on your time?
Well,
12?
yeah.
Wow. See, because when I was living in California, everybody, and I was living in San Diego, they were only 3 hours ahead. Or, they were only 3 hours behind.
Hmm.
Oh, Chris,
Okay.
I didn't tell you this, but one of the funniest things you can do in this game is you can just walk into someone's bathroom and break their toilet. It doesn't do anything. You just do it. And I don't know, it's so disrespectful.
You're just gonna break everybody's toilet?
Not everybody's toilet. Can I bring this bathtub? No, I cannot. Dang. Oh, I can bring a sink, though. Yeah.
It's kind of funny because as soon as you started talking about that, I'm watching your stream and you did it. Oh, there goes the sink.
Yep.
Dude, that invisibility ball, just
Yeah, it breaks the game.
it does.
Yeah. I could steal TVs, but I can also break the TVs.
Is there any like, you know, killing in this game?
No.
you
Technically, I can run people over with my car, but as soon as I do, it's like, oh no, you killed somebody. Load last checkpoint.
And you're like, crap.
Yep.
Well, not doing that again.
Yep. Yeah, John, Dorian was saying that he thought he might know you. He said your voice sounds familiar, and he knows a Jonathan.
Oh yeah. Probably not him, unless he lives in Utah.
Yeah, where do you live? Where do you live, Dorian? Want to share with us which state you live in, or if you even live in the United States? Of America.
Dorian McKinney sounds very Irish or Scottish, depending on how you're looking at it.
Yeah. Hello, officer. How are you?
Either way you go, if it's Irish or Scottish, they both hate the English equally.
He lives in Missouri.
It's a pretty fun state. I've been there before.
I have never. I may have driven through Missouri, but I don't think I've like stayed in Missouri.
I was there for like a week for a job, and then that was back when I was doing that steel shelving job. You remember Muggle?
Yeah. Well, if you do want to play something, do you want me to move over to Dark Souls or move over to
Let's leave that up to the chat. Dark Souls or Divinity? Open voting now. You have 60 seconds.
I don't care either way.
It's my life.
Yes.
I got my
Do you know what he's saying?
Yeah, he said he asked if his mic was doing better, and I said yes, and he said he's using his PS4 mic.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They're Turtle Beaches.
Turtle Beaches. Nice.
I'm glad you heard that. I thought he said, yeah, it's the true allegiance. And I was like, what?
I've got selective hearing.
Yeah. Brent just said no to the vote, and Dorian said he doesn't care.
I think he was saying no to the mic,
Oh, maybe.
just to be, you know, Brentley.
Yeah.
My dad's asleep now. He's a heavy sleeper. So, yeah.
So I don't know why, but it's not letting me interact with anything.
Nani?
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 That's why I was breaking windows, because I was trying to open the window by breaking it. But,
Well,
She did
is my voice louder and better?
it is
Yes.
louder.
Yeah.
It's still a little hard to hear you over the video game, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, yeah, it's not your fault.
Can you at least make out what I'm saying?
Mostly.
Yeah. I can hear exactly what you're
Oh,
saying.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, there's no sound difference to me. All I hear is voice.
I'm gonna be right back for a second. I have push on talk
Welcome
on,
back.
and I don't know how to turn it off, so let me check some.
Okay.
Is this? Yeah, it's working now.
Ah,
Now I don't have to hold it. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Alright, now I don't have to hold it. I'm gonna be playing Hello Game.
So I just looked at that pawn sign backwards, and I thought it said NWAP.
And WAP? What?
NWAP.
Mm,
I'm like,
that
what's
doesn't
NWAP?
make
Oh,
sense.
pawn.
Pawn. And WAP. What would that stand for?
That's why
NWAP?
that's why I was sitting there like NWAP. Oh, pawn. Duh.
Yeah, you've never been to the NWAP store, Chris?
I've been to plenty
I've
of
been-
NWAP stores.
I've been there so many times. I've been there my whole life.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah,
I've been to
I
so many
was
NWAP
born-
stores. I am currently at an NWAP store.
I was born there.
You were born in a pawn shop?
No, NWAP.
Oh, NWAP.
Yeah. You three are funny. Is it,
How
Pillsbury?
did you see the pawn shop backwards?
Welcome back.
The store
Pillsbury.
sign. Yeah. What's up?
Are you, Jay's brother?
Yes.
Well, I've heard that you have ADHD.
Oh, I have major ADHD. Or at least I used to.
Wow.
I've kind of grown out of it.
Yeah.
I still have ADHD.
You grow out of it.
Yeah. Didn't you have to take Ritalin, Chris, a long time ago?
I stopped taking all those when I was like 17.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I took myself off of that medication because it made me into a zombie.
yeah, it was a long time ago. I know, I hate to say that, but 17 was a while ago.
Yeah, that's
got-
actually more
I
than
got-
half my life.
Yeah.
I got a different one. I have methylphenidate.
Oof. You see,
I don't know. It's a 10 milligrams. I don't know if it's
I mean, no matter what it is, if it's if it's a Ritalin medication, whether it be or if it's ADHD medication, whether it be Ritalin, Adderall, Vyvanse, or otherwise, it's all just like one molecule away from being an illegal drug.
What?
Yeah.
Mine has methylphenidate. Does that make it illegal?
Well, it's not illegal because your doctors give it to you.
Yeah, it's
I
not
know.
illegal. And yes, I know I sound young. I also, when I shave and I get a haircut, I look 12. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm 32 years old, and I'm just young and young sounding.
Yep. Oh my god! I didn't know I could chuck these things. That was hilarious. I just
I gotta
accidentally
turn
chucked
down
this
my
thing at my
brightness.
car.
Well, I'm gonna wake me. I'm gonna tell you if I'm getting
Oh.
sleep.
All right.
All right.
So,
Can I put these on the wall?
Michael,
Oh.
I say we play Dark Souls.
Okay.
Or no, let's keep continuing Divinity, man.
Oh, okay.
We're pretty far on Dark Souls, and I'd rather not let people see, not so much you, but me get the crap beat out of me in that game.
All right.
All right, night. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you more.
And my mom
Yeah.
went to bed.
I've got $17 in my wallet. Do you want it?
You're good.
Sure.
Yep.
The answer is always yes. Yes, I do want that
No, you're
17.
Dude, your mom is awesome.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Hey guys, I'm back.
welcome back.
I don't. Listen.
Well, I guess I'm gonna end the stream again and swap back over to Divinity, because this would be a very strange video if I swapped in the middle of Divinity in the same video. So
Yeah.
Talk with us.
I mean, it wouldn't be that strange because they're capturing all the commentary.
yeah, but I mean, if anybody was like wanted to watch our Divinity stream from the beginning,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, that does make a lot of sense.
And yes, Adam, he does look and sound younger than I do. People have confused Chris for my younger brother for a long time. And even
Yep,
worse,
and
they've confused me for being Raymond's dad.
oh yeah, that I've seen that one happen before, and that was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I never. Every time I'm feeling bad, I kind of think about that moment, and I just chuckle. Makes me feel good on the inside.
Adam, I
You
just
know what?
explained why we need to restart the stream. Is because if people want to watch. Excuse me, I was stretching.
Our divinity stream from the beginning. It wouldn't make sense for them to have to go to this video in
Yeah.
order to continue watching.
To go through more than 2.5 hours of Thief Simulator footage to find the. Yeah.
Guys,
Yes?
my brother is.
Your brother is sleeping?
Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here and restart the stream again in a second. So, be back.
Yep.